Hello, and welcome to More Thoughts today. And this is very late at night that I'm sending you these thoughts. But let's talk about teddy bears. Um, in New Zealand, all the people are putting teddy bears in their windows with different poses to cheer up the people who are walking in the streets, staying 6 feet away from one another. And I think that teddy bears are very important parts of our psychology and contribute a great deal to our psyche. My teddy bear was Brucey, and I have told this story to many of you that have heard my cabaret. But Brucey was the name of my Aunt Sally's second baby. And when I saw Brucey as a baby in the hospital, because in those days you stayed in the hospital for 2 weeks, and I saw Brucey. Brucey was without doubt the cutest thing I'd ever seen. I must have been 4 years old. I don't think I'm much older than that because Brucey is still alive and he doesn't like that I call him Brucey anymore. But oh my God, he was the cutest baby I ever saw. And I said to my mother, I want that baby. I want to take that baby home. And my mother said, you can't have Brucey. He belongs to Aunt Sally. And I cried and cried and cried. And all the way home, I kept saying, no, I want a Brucey of my own. So my mother, to shut me up, got me a teddy bear. And she said, this is your Brucey. And I love that teddy bear like no child has ever loved a teddy bear before. I dragged it with me wherever I went. I ate with the teddy bear. I took a bath with the teddy bear. I dragged that teddy bear to school. He was with me all the time, from the time I was 4 years old until I was 9, when my teacher said to me, you're going to have to leave Brucey at home because we need to save that seat that you've got him in for a real person. And I said, well, Brucey's a real person too. And then I forgot about Brucey, and I grew up and I graduated from college and totally forgot about Brucey. And when I graduated from college, most people in my day, if you came from the level family that I did, you got a trip to Europe, or you got a typewriter, or a car. Yeah. And I got a package. And I opened up the package and I looked at the package, and there was this absolutely bedraggled looking teddy bear without any fur left on him because I had worn it off. And I said to my mother, I said, what on earth is that? And she said, that's Brucey. And then I remembered, of course, Brucey. I kept Brucey with me. He wasn't the graduation present that I thought, but he was very cherished until my niece had a baby. His name was Charlotte, and I sent her Brucey. But then I didn't think much about teddy bears for a long time. And then when I was in my middle 50s, I was taking yoga with a woman who was trying to survive cancer and failing. And I sat with that woman, her name was Pat, until she died. And I held her hand and we talked about memories and we talked about what life can be and about life, what leaving life can mean. And it was very difficult for her, but she was wonderful. I will never forget it. And her husband, whom I think is still alive, his name is Gordon, said to me, you know, I want to give you something that will remind you of Pat. And I said, I will never forget Pat. And he said, yes, but I want something tangible to give you. And he gave me a pink teddy bear. And I still have that teddy bear, and I brought that with me when I crossed the ocean and changed countries 7 years ago. Um, and then when my friend Susie decided that I was in a very precarious position in Brighton and I didn't know whether I was going to be able to get the visa I finally got that would let me stay. And I was very frightened. And to cheer me up, she took me to the Brighton amusement park where they have all the amusements on the seafront. And she bought me a little teddy bear. And I named that teddy bear Fluffy. And I have him. I brought him with me. I'm sure it's a him. I brought him with me when I moved to London. And Fluffy and little pink teddy bear, Pinky, have been with me to comfort me ever since. And now that I am self isolating and I have no one to talk to and no one to cuddle, I have my two teddy bears. And so I say, yay for teddy bears. And if you have a beautiful teddy bear, put it in the window and cheer someone up because I know my teddy bears have cheered me up. And thank you so much for joining me for thoughts while uh, coping with the coronavirus.